So in today's video, I wanted to talk about something that I noticed yesterday. That something that I noticed yesterday was my body. This has occurred to me on a couple of occasions, like one or two occasions recently. But I've been at my parents' place doing some work on my car, and I needed to get changed. So I had to go upstairs and into a room so that I could obviously get changed. In that room is a nice big mirror, and on the past few occasions, I've happened to catch a glimpse of myself, and I wasn't pleased with what I was looking at all. Always had a little bit of a thing about putting on extra weight on my body. Kind of started actually when I was younger. I reckon it must have been when I was about 18, 19, something like that. And I started to notice that my body wasn't looking the way I wanted it to look. And so I started going to the gym. And in that time, I managed to lose the weight that I had because I had a little bit of puppy fat and stuff at that time. So I managed to lose the weight, and, my body was looking fairly decent. It never looked the way I wanted it to look because I could never put the weight on that I needed or gain the muscle weight because lots of different things. But so that it kind of started there. And so let's get back to what I was back to yesterday. So what I was noticing is that I was in judgment about my body and how I physically looked. I haven't had a great deal of I want to say luck, but I don't really totally believe in luck, if I'm honest. But I haven't had a very good time with my health in the past, and it's proving to be the same way now. I know that now it's because of it's a reflection of the state of my mind and who I'm being. But I just want to go through a couple of things that I was feeling about my body yesterday. So I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror yesterday, and the thing that I noticed instantaneously was my stomach and how big my stomach had got. Now, by most people's standards, I haven't got a big stomach, right? It wouldn't be classified as a beer belly or anything like that, and I don't drink beer anyway because I'm gluten intolerant. But it wouldn't be classed as big. I wouldn't say necessarily. I'm not a big person, but there's a lot of weight around my sort of midriff, and that kind of distresses me. What went into the feelings when I went into feelings after that, I started to feel bloated. I started to feel tired. I started to get upset because I was like, I never, and then it was a real kind of, I was really kind of distressed about the way that looked. And sorry guys, I've got a bit of indigestion. So, and it brought me back to all the feelings that I've been feeling recently. So I haven't been feeling well. My bowels have been playing up. I've had problems with my bowels for quite some time. I decided to go into that sort of conversation, but it's part of my health problems, so I'm going to discuss it anyway. So I've had problems with my bowels for quite some time. Not so much my stomach. I've had various different health problems that have been kicking off. I know that's to do with my emotions, my feelings, the way who I'm being in the moment. I've always had problems with anxiety. As you may know, if you've seen my introduction video for this channel, I'm pretty sure I discussed that I had depression and all kinds of different things that went on. And so the way that I see that is that it's, my body and anything outside of myself, it's just, all it is just a reflection of who I'm being. It's a reflection of what I'm putting out, what I'm getting back. The body is just expressing, what it is that you know, that I'm thinking and feeling, if that makes sense. And so it's all too easy to get stuck in the, you know, the old patterns, the habits, the things that aren't serving you. And, you know, of course, you know, sometimes that is what happens. These patterns are strong. They can sometimes take a while to get through and to get out on the other side of. So I started to feel distressed because it brought me back to those feelings, like I felt there's nothing I can do about my health. Every time I do something else, you know, or do this happens, or, you know, I'm eating, like, because I eat really well anyway, eat healthy, lots of fruit, lots of vegetables. I barely eat any sugars or chocolate or anything like that. So it caused me a bit of distress because I'm like, oh, you know, I'm doing all this stuff right. And so it's, you know, there's lots of things that are coming up, like, you know, well, I could try eating less, or I could try doing this. You know, it was distressing to me, but at the same time, I knew that it was a reflection of who I was being, and that if I'm going out there to find a solution, if I'm going out there to find a workout program or a different way to eat, or I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those things because they can be very helpful, but if I'm going out there to find it and believing that I can't, that the solution, that the issue doesn't lie with who I'm being, then I am basically giving away my power, for one. Two, I'm not likely to find a solution because I believe it's out there and I'll always be looking. I'm not saying you will never will with that sort of mindset, that makes sense, but there's a different element to that. But it always starts with me. And the way that I've overcomplicated things in my past is to believe that it's out there and that I have to go get that. And if I don't get this, this and this, then I'm not going to get better, which of course, you know, is not true. So, I mean, that felt really awful. And yeah, so I really just wanted to discuss that. And it's, you know, my health to me is very important, yet it's the one thing that suffers the most as a result of who I've been in my life. So the way to sort this out for me is to notice who I'm being and to introduce a different way of being, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Like I say, I mean, if you've got any, if you want to leave any comments, or about the subject, how you feel, maybe there's something that's on your mind, maybe there's something that's bothering you. You know, I mean, my health definitely hasn't been all about what's going wrong with me and not being able to resolve things, because there's been plenty of things that I've been able to, you know, being able to resolve, get better. And it's just, I believe that this is just an indicator. It's giving me information. It's telling me something that I need to know. And then, you know, I've got an opportunity to go within and really, you know, not find a way, but be a different way, so that I can experience a different outcome, a different body, or a different whatever it is. So yeah, like I said, if you've got any comments that you want to leave, absolutely fine, leave the comments, and I will try and get back to the comments. I just, you know, at the moment it's been really hectic. And if you like what I'm doing here, then feel free to subscribe, and I'll speak to you guys very soon.